Good evening, Toon reviewers. Hope you're okay. Welcome to the preview of Newcastle United versus Bournemouth slash fan forum. My name is Paul, and I'm joined by my little sister. It's Sam. Lady Sam is in the house with her new internet, ladies and gentlemen. It is working, and look how clear and beautiful she is tonight. There you go. A little bit different tonight, obviously, because we normally have TDR Friday. However, with it being a quick turnaround of games, we still have to look at the Bournemouth game. Unfortunately, Alex isn't with us tonight, and neither is Billy, of course. But listen, me and Sam will take you through. We'll have a look at the game. We'll have a bit banter. We'll get you guys on and chat about the game and see how you're feeling ahead of it as well. But as usual, please give a like if you enjoy the show. And of course, please do subscribe if you are new. We are almost at 35,200 already, which is incredible. So we are flying. Thank you so much, everybody, for subscribing. You can support the channel in the usual two ways, of course. First, by membership. We do have a couple of prizes to give away to our members tonight on the show. So please make sure you are a member because it is members only prizes tonight we have. And of course, you can super chat the channel. That's the $sign at the bottom of the live comments, which will guarantee your comment to be read on the show. And thank you, of course, to Mamaroo Records, our sponsor, based in Whitley Bay, for all your music needs, your vinyls, CDs, your music merch, of course, sporting merch, gift cards. They've got it all, ladies and gents. They've got it all. So if you can't get down to Whitley Bay to see Steve, jump online. It's pinned at the top of the description and have a look at their online store. So a big thank you once again to Mamaroo. Good evening, Sam.
Good evening and hello to the Magpie Massive out there in Viewerland.
Yes, and there you go. You had it sung. So very good. How are we doing, Sam? It's been a while since you've been on. So busy.
Do you know what? Just having a stable internet connection, I can't tell you the anxiety and frustration.
Absolutely, yeah.
I am a woman who likes to be heard, and when I'm not heard, she gets angry.
Never noticed that before. Never ever noticed that before. Yeah, right.
We're so super chill on this channel, of course. We all are. But yes, I'm feeling good. My dad is up this week. We did a match last Sunday, and we are going to be there tomorrow.
Yeah, early start, of course, Sam. Don't forget, 12:30 kickoff. It's absolute bollocks, by the way.
We're heading through to town at 10:30. We'll be in the Strawberry for then.
There you go. A good start to the weekend, hopefully with another 3 points and moving into third in the Premier League, because obviously Forest don't play till Sunday, so we have a chance to leapfrog them into third place, which would be great. But one thing I did want to talk to you about tonight, Sam, I know you want to do a shout out. We'll do that in just a minute. But I don't know whether you saw my live show earlier on this morning regarding comments made by Karen Carney, who seems to be pretty much one of the worst women pundits you can possibly get. And again, I reiterate this. By the way, thank you guys for letting us know you've received all your prizes in the post. Fantastic news. Now, listen, I will say again, I do not have a problem with women pundits at all. Some of them are really good. You've got, Gabby Logan, you've got Alex Scott, you've got a few others who are really good. But this Karen Carney thing, right? I don't know where she gets information from, but she upset a lot of Newcastle United fans today or last night, sorry, with a comment of Newcastle are only where they are because of Alexander Isak. Now, she also upset the Leeds fans last year as well when they were trying to get up to the Premier League. She just upsets everybody and doesn't do her homework. And now, surely as a pundit, you have to do your homework and realize that the whole team is responsible for why we are playing so well. Alex Isak is the striker. He is paid to score goals, and he's doing it brilliantly right now. But the rest of the team are bang on form.
Correct. And I think a couple of things here. Obviously, you're not sexist. You invited me to join the channel and keep me here. So great. So that totally dispels that first thing, just because you're saying that, she should be disgusted. Absolutely disgusted.
If a bloke had said it, Sam, I'd say the same thing, to be honest.
Yeah, Yeah, absolutely. And I think there's additional pressure on women who speak in regards to football because, I don't like tokenism in football. It really,
Yeah.
really frustrates me. People who are there just for the sake of hitting the gender box. I don't like it at all. And to claim that we have got where we are based on one individual's performance, I think we all know it's absolute tosh. Like this team performance, we've seen every individual look to strive for new levels of greatness, and everybody has done that. Like Toon Army's been absolutely fantastic. Eddie Howe himself, I was such a big criticizer, like total U-turn on that, and for the right reasons, and credit to him. But to hear something like that, like basing a whole team's success on one individual. Do you even watch our games? Do you watch our football? Have you followed us throughout the season? Clearly not, because you would actually see the progression and the difference in every individual within that team. So it's just ludicrous, and unfortunately probably speaks to how much exposure she has to Newcastle United, quite frankly.
Yeah. I mean, look, like I say, it could have been anybody that said it. But if you are going to say something like that regarding a footballer, you have to make sure that you've got everything right, and actually make sense of what you're trying to say, because she was just completely. I mean, look, credit to Paul Scholes as well, by the way, because he put her right straight away. He must have been standing there thinking, what is this woman talking about?
Yeah.
How on earth can Newcastle be fourth in the table, win 9 out of 9 games, 9 out of 9, let's not forget, and just credit it to one player? It's mental. The fact that we've kept so many clean sheets as well, Sam.
Yeah, 100%. And you can't credit that position in the league while competing for trophies in other competitions at the same time to an individual performance. It's just ludicrous madness, and she should really know better. I've seen her on lots of shows where she's a pundit, doing pre-match, post-match, in-game commentary as well, and never really had an issue with her in the past. I think she's always given quite good analysis at half-time, when I've seen her. But that comment was just ignorant.
Yeah, it was, and it's disappointing because, like I say, I think for all the really good women pundits out there, she kind of lets them down. And I mean, there's another one, Eni Aluko, who doesn't seem to do any research and makes a complete arse of herself on numerous occasions. But it's just weird. It's just weird how they come out with such garbage.
That's crazy. Yeah.
But, I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, we got a couple of super chats in. One from Samsonite Dove. Near on 35K now. Well, actually, mate, we're well over 35K now. Thank you. Seems like not too long ago we celebrated getting 5K subs. You deserve every bit of success. Keep up the good work. Thank you, mate. And thank you for being a long-time subscriber as well. Shane Martin says, guys, just feel this window will be like the summer one. Well, we're going to talk about a little bit about that, because there is going to be, Eddie did talk about that this morning in his press conference. And I still think we bring somebody in, guys. I genuinely do, especially if Miggy does go. But Sam, you wanted to have a shout out tonight. Take it away.
Certainly do. So as I said at the beginning of the show, me and my dad got to go to the match on Sunday, and we met loads of great people, but I need to give a shout out to somebody really, really special. Marky Mark, number 10, met him in the Strawberry. He's a huge fan of the show, and he's just a top quality lad. Class, just absolutely mint. And he gave us me little drink sleeve. So thank you, Marky Mark. Mwah, love you.
Well, there you go, Marky Mark. You well, I mean, Sam's in admiration. What more can you say? Now, another one from Super Chat from DK35. Hi, Paul. Hi, Sam. Just watched a good video by Henry Talks Football on us. Plus Kaz from Never a Foul is raving about us. We're getting attention. Yeah, look, there is a lot of football channels, fan channels, if you like, being very complimentary on Newcastle United at the moment. And that's great to see, because few weeks ago, it was all sort of, Newcastle this, Newcastle that on a negative side. But now we are certainly getting the plaudits from a lot of not cartel fans, which is nice. Nottingham Forest fans have been very complimentary, I must say. A few Villa fans as well, I've seen. There is a lot of, people hoping Newcastle win the Carabao as well, Sam, which is nice.
Yeah, right. I mean, I wish the wider media and broadcasting programs could actually be the same. The likes of Sky, TalkSport this week. Oh my God, I could bang me head against the wall, like especially after the Wolves performance. Just hardly getting a mention about anything at all, and it'll be tiny little snippets. There was a tiny little bit on the ticker about Isak, and that was it. And you're just like, how are we putting in the performances that we are, and we are still rabbiting on about Arsenal and Man United and Tottenham? It's just like, my goodness, like there's other teams in the league, and they're barely blooming mentioned. It's like propaganda promotion for these other sides.
Yeah, it's exactly what it's like. And the fact is that, it doesn't matter. I mean, listen, the whole thing about Isak, about the God-given right for these clubs to sign Isak. Arsenal have done it, and Piers Morgan lately jumping on the bandwagon. And then Teddy Sheringham coming out and saying they should sign, Manchester United should sign him. I'm not sure where Manchester United would get 150 odd million pounds from, plus what I think, I think he's worth more than that now. I don't know about you.
And by the way, what a temptation, Man United come calling. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go to Man U in your condition. Shut up, get back. Be gone.
Absolutely. Let's have a chat about the game tomorrow, Sam, because Bournemouth are, a very, very good side. That there is no doubt about. They're currently in the Premier League. Let me just get the table up and then we'll have a quick look. Bournemouth are currently in 8th place, Sam, but last time out against Chelsea, 2-2 draw, and should have actually won that game, actually. They conceded a 96-minute goal to Reece James, which, they could have been on 2 points more, which means that they could have actually just gone above Manchester City had they held on for the win. Sorry, just under, just above Man City. So it's not going to be a straightforward game. This obviously, Wolves turned up and gave us a game, but this one's a little bit different because Bournemouth, they've got some very good players. The last 5 games, they've won 2, they've drawn 3. It's a big opportunity for Bournemouth to come and upset the apple cart, isn't it?
Yeah, and our banana skin team perhaps as well.
Indeed.
It is gonna this is a test for us. Like, we are in fantastic form, really exciting to watch at the minute. The crowd's phenomenal, really behind every single player. But are we going to get our tactics right? Are we going to be able to bring it against that very, very strong side? They've got quality individuals in that team as well, just as we do. So I hope we absolutely thrash them. This is time for revenge for all of those times that we've struggled. It would be fantastic to get the 3 points tomorrow.
Now, the thing is that the one thing that we have, I guess, from our point of view, is a bit of a bonus is Bournemouth's injuries. They are crippled at the minute. They're without currently Adam Smith, Julian Araujo, Marcus Senesi, Alex Scott, Enes Unal, Evan Nielsen, Luis Sinisterra, and Marcus Tavernier, all missing. Now, they were missing against the Chelsea game, obviously for Chelsea, and they still performed really, really well. So I guess it's players coming in, Sam, that want to impress the manager, that have got their opportunity to try and impress the manager now, that is still giving them a kick up the arse, if you like, to perform.
We tend to see this, though. It's the boost. It's the moment to shine. People want to fight for places. People want Premier League minutes. And when there's injuries, that affords, bench or development players to actually get their shot. So that probably ups the ante for me in terms of the importance of this match. And we need to prepare adequately for that. Because remember, if we're not seeing these players week in, week out, it's a lot harder to actually prepare for a match against people that we don't see very often.
they have some veteran players, obviously, but I mean, Evan Nielsen was the one who he just seemed to start really scoring goals and getting going for Bournemouth, and then unfortunately broke his leg. So he's out long term. It says about Tavernier that he might be he's sort of end of January. So I'm not sure where we stand on that. Is it too early for him? I'm not sure. Sinisterra is the same. He's got late January. Unal's got a cruciate ligament injury. He's out for the season. Again, Alex Scott, late January with a meniscus injury. Whatever that is. Again, Adam Smith, late January. But I think the game might have come early for all these players. But the problem is as we saw last season, when the injuries and your back's up against the wall, you know, you do tend to get those players coming in wanting to get a message through to the manager. So we've got to be on our game again. And I think Eddie alluded to that this morning, Sam, when he said that, you know, the attitude has to be exactly the same as what we've been doing throughout this win and run, and not to let it get to our heads. Yeah,
well, there's a couple of things for me. With Bournemouth, at the end of the day, yes, people will be trying to shine, to impress for everybody, which is great. But we've seen it ourselves with our own players. If they're lacking in team cohesion, maybe communication differences, if they haven't made partnerships on the pitch yet, that'll definitely go in our favour. So I'm still optimistic about it, given the injury crisis that they've got. And for us, we just have that now. We've got that special secret sauce, and we're just splattering it over everything at the minute. So get your chips and dip in. Love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Claire says we had the worst injury look-wise last season. No one cared. We were told just to get on with it. So, yeah, absolutely. Look, at the end of the day, I'm not a Bournemouth fan. I do respect Bournemouth because of what they've done. And how such a small club with a tiny ground like that has sustained themselves in the Premier League. I think it's fantastic. Bournemouth fans, you know, really good people as well. And obviously it's the Eddie Howe derby, as we know. It's called that now whenever Newcastle and Bournemouth meet because of obvious reasons. But I think, you know, from what I gathered listening to Eddie this morning, there was a big turnaround in this side since the Brentford loss, Sam. Things have been said. Obviously, Eddie didn't allude as to what. He says things on the pitch haven't really changed, or things behind the scenes haven't really changed. They have, because Eddie did come out and say that he'd had interviews with every single player. He talked to them. The players themselves will have got together. And this is a real test. You know, Wolves give us a difficult game, and then 2.5 days later, we're back in action.
Yeah, and I think that's probably a very rare slip that we see from Eddie, in terms of every player's going to get a talking to, a slap on the wrist, or a finger wagging. I mean, I would probably expect every player gets spoken to off the manager after a game. But yeah, it depends on what type of word he was referring to. I think we all know what type it was, and it probably wasn't in the positive. That's happened, whether it's a carrot or a stick conversation. Every player is going to be different how they like to be spoken to. But whatever we've got at the moment, and he referenced this as well, it's the attitude. And I think what he's meaning by that is the confidence level that we've all got at the minute, not just the players, like the fans, absolutely everybody. It's that self-belief, it's determination. And we always say, you know, even when we do lose, just give us a game with heart, and we'll get behind you all the way. But when we were seeing lackluster performances at the beginning of the season, rather, they were difficult watches. So I think, given the form that we're in, you know, fingers crossed, everybody's looking in good shape at the moment as well. It's probably down to Eddie to get the tactics right on this one.
Yeah, look, I don't think we were at full pelt against Wolves, Sam. I think we were we weren't at our best. We did put some good moves together, which is why we won the game. Wolves, however, could have scored some goals themselves. It could have been a 6-3 or something like that if everybody had converted chances. But I think Bournemouth-wise, I think we have to be better. We have to start better. Chris at Evermore says, Miley to start and J7 rested for me. He looks gassed. I made that point this morning and in the player ratings last night. I do think he looks tired, Sam. And we've got 2 games coming up. Obviously, tomorrow against Bournemouth. Then we go to Southampton. And then we've got some real tough games in February coming up. So is there a game, either tomorrow or Southampton, we give Joe a rest?
Certainly. Southampton potentially might be the game for it. I wouldn't mind terribly if it was tomorrow, to be quite honest with you. He has worked tirelessly. He's just been the juggernaut for us. He's so intimidating. Yeah, his technical ability seems to be increasing all of the time as well. And I think it's enhanced by the fact that you've got Toon Army and Bruno there. Also, the service that he's obviously getting from Lewis Hall. People are just able to shine when they trust people around them, which is great. So I wouldn't mind seeing him rested either tomorrow or for the Southampton fixture. Mm-hmm. We can bring Miley in.
Well, he'd be my number one choice.
Look at how good he was the first match back, and bloody hell, he's had his Weetabix. He's like a little, chunk now. It was like a tiny little whippet before.
He's really worked hard. Yeah. The thing is, Miley's my choice to come in should we rest Joe Linton either tomorrow or next week. I think he is the perfect man to come in. I don't think Willock's at all at the races at the minute. I think he, for some reason. And then don't get me started on Sean Longstaff. So I generally think Miley could come in and do a good job. He's obviously not going to do the same job as Joe Linton, but he can give us something different and something to really enjoy watching, because I think he plays very well with Bruno. I think he links up brilliantly with Bruno. So I don't see a problem in resting Joe. Or if Joe starts tomorrow, maybe 60 minutes, if the game's going well, take him off, put Miley on. And give Miley a go. Mark Singleton, who's a Bournemouth fan, says the Cherries will have a go tomorrow. Fully expect them to, Mark, to be honest. Fully expect them to. When they've got an injury record like that, Sam, it tends to be a case of, well, sod it, let's just go out and play football.
Yeah, play the football that you want to play with heart, do it for those that are injured, all of that lovely stuff. So it's going to be a really interesting watch. They always bring it. They always bring a really entertaining game. So it's one that we can all look forward to. I just hope for Eddie, we can get these 3 points. It would be fantastic, especially at home.
Absolutely. By the way, Trolls has gifted 10 Toon Review memberships. Thank you so much, Trolls. Incredible. Really kind. Thank you, mate. And Simon Muller with a super chat saying, winning 9 games in a row has to make us all feel nothing but confident for tomorrow against an injury-ravaged opponent. We batter them 4-0. Listen, I love the confidence. I'm a little bit, I said this morning, I'm a little bit nervous. However, it's a confident nerve, if that makes any sense.
No, it doesn't. What do you mean? Well, what the hell is I'm confident nervous? You've just made something up there.
Maybe I have, right? Maybe I have, Sam. However, what I'm trying to say is that I respect Bournemouth, right? And they have performed really well against us. I think last time we beat them at St James's was 2019. I think that was the season they went down, but it's still a while ago. And Bournemouth seem to always play well against us, no matter what we do. However, I do think we're a different animal now. I think the confidence is so high. And I think Eddie alluded to that this morning, that he doesn't want the team to go out. He likes the fact that we're expecting, but we're not over-expecting. The players are very expecting to go out there and perform and win every game now. Not overconfident, but expectant. And I think that is the big difference we're seeing in this side than we were earlier on in the season.
Yeah, and I think the difference is, for me, between cockiness and confidence. And right now we are glowing with confidence. Cockiness comes in when you see people being selfish on the ball, not making the right passes, not being composed. Poor decisions are impacted by cocky players. Confidence is impacted by when they've got belief in their own ability, but when they've got belief in those around them as well. I think this is going to be the game where we do take the 3 points from Bournemouth because of the form that we're in. So I can't wait, and I get to be there with me dad.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, you die like you. Toonman144 has been a member for 3 years now. Exactly 3 years. Thank you, mate, for your constant support. That is incredible. Hi, I think it will be a tight 2-1 to the Toon. Indeed. Joseph says, welcome, Lady Sam. We don't see enough of you. The voice of reason.
You're right.
Well, didn't get us started. Didn't get us started, guys.
You're right.
There's a reason I brought War Sam on board from that little. What did you call yourself when you came on?
How do you turn that round just to make sure that people know you were right about something again? How did you're
because it doesn't.
This.
By the way,
where are you going? What are you doing?
I'm looking for a prize.
Oh, well, I'll just play elevator music, will I? Just sit here, entertain everyone.
Yeah. I'm back. No, my bag of goodies is just down by my side. Trulls has gifted another 5 memberships, by the way, guys. Just in time to start the competition. Now, yes, I just needed to remember what it was called there. For me little... me little giveaway tool, that I use. So let's go to the giveaway tool. I'm not calling anybody a tool. It's just a giveaway tool. Right. First prize of the night, ladies and gentlemen, is a signed Sir Bobby Robson frame photo signed. This will look lovely in a proper frame on your wall, ladies and gentlemen. It is a fantastic prize. And remember, this is members only, so you do have to be a member because, it's our way of thanking the members for their support as well, throughout time. We do viewers giveaways as well, but tonight is all about the members. So thank you very much. We do have a new member as well, Jarl Grimmer, who is Keith S. So I'll call him Keith. Welcome, Keith, to Members Club. Thank you very much for signing up. Now, please have respect for the members, please, when this competition takes place, because obviously the mods will just delete your comment if you are not a member and you try and enter. So let's just keep things civil, guys. Sam, what do you want the hashtag to be?
I love getting this job. Hashtag.
I thought you would.
Thank you. Hashtag legend.
Oh, there you go. Hashtag legend, LEGEND, all lowercase. Hashtag legend. Put it into the chat now. You do have to be a member of the channel. Hashtag legend. And we'll draw that in, in about 5 or 6 minutes' time. We had a comment there from James Morrison, who's been a member now for 2 years. Apparently Dennis Law's died, Sam. The Manchester United legend, Dennis Law. Goodness me. An absolute legend. R.I.P. Indeed, R.I.P. That is really sad news. No, there is a legend. I mean, real legend of Manchester United. Rich Anderson, you are not a member. Stop cheating. You will have that removed by the mods. They are very, very quick, are our mods. So don't try. Don't try.
Can somebody make sure that my dad's a member? Because I'm sure I saw my dad pop up there. He is a member. He is a member. He's just he's just commented very sad about Dennis Law there. So yes, he's definitely a member. Jamie Simmons, you are not a member. That will get removed. Why? You've got to be. Is it difficult? Maybe it's you. Maybe you're not concise.
Well, maybe I mean, maybe I talk in Japanese.
Maybe you do.
I really think so. No, let's not go there. Let's not go there.
Don't.
Jamie, you've put okay. You can become a member. Just hit the join button, matey. No problem at all. Neil, you can become a member by hitting the join button, which I think, depending on what you're watching, should be underneath me and Sam. Just a green button saying join. That's how you get in there. Now, as for score predictions, Sam, before we open the lines up, we haven't had a score prediction off you for a while. So what are you going for tomorrow?
A cautiously optimistic 2-1.
Okay. Ball Geordie, we did read out Simon Muller's donation. We definitely did. Thank you, mate. Joe Linton, who's been a member for 4 months on the channel, is going 3-1 to the Toon tomorrow. Yeah, people are telling me not to put on a Japanese accent. No. Nah, I don't think that's for me.
He can't help himself, man. He's just...
By the way, Sam, will you try and find John Adams at some point tomorrow? Because he's desperate to meet one of us. So
we're in touch. We're meeting tomorrow. It's
all
happening.
Right. It's brilliant. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm going 3-0 again tomorrow. I'm really. I am. I think the floor just continues. Dixie 64 is a new member. Welcome to Members Club, Dixie. Thank you for your support. You can now enter the competition if you want. Because we're going to draw.
Do that.
We're going to draw in a couple of minutes. We're going to draw it in a couple of minutes before we open the lines for Fan Forum, and then I'll probably do another 2 giveaways tonight. I think I'm feeling generous. I
think this will, you know, like those times we hear about Santa being powered by good vibes. Maybe we can power the tune with like good joy from prize giveaways. People are asking what I'm drinking, by the way. It's rhubarb and ginger gin with lemonade and ice.
Wow. By the way, the Toon Review has just gifted 5 memberships as well. So there you go, people. I'm feeling generous tonight. You know what I mean?
Love this vibe.
The vibe is good. Everything's good around Newcastle United at the moment.
It does feel good.
Right, let's do the draw for this Bobby Robson photo. So I need to share my screen here. So just bear with me a second. That's the one. Okay, so can we see that on the screen now, Sam?
See?
Right, here we go. The draw to win the photograph is going to be, who is it going to be? David Hughes. David Hughes, you are a winner. Now get in the chat as quick as you can because the music's playing, David. My like, we'll turn that down. You've got to the end of the music. Oh, David's already there, man. He's already there, Sam. He's flying.
Hey, hello. Hello,
yes.
David.
David, well done, my man. All you need to do now is just pop an email to me. It's the email address is pinned in the middle of the description somewhere, but it's contact.thetoonreview@gmail.com. If you put in the subject, Sir Bobby Robson photo, and then in the main email your address, we will get that smashed out to you. So well done, David, indeed. We will have another draw very, very, very shortly. But first of all, we are going to open the lines up and get you guys on because we want to know. We want to know how you guys are feeling with all this. I think it's what is it? Good vibe around Newcastle, Sam.
It's called hope. Yes.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
We're not used to it.
So the link is pinned at the top of the description. Get yourself on. In the meantime, Trolls has gifted another 5 memberships, and so has Samsonite Dove. Thank you so much, guys. Really do appreciate that. Okay, let's get Peter on. Peter, good evening.
He's doing all right.
Not too bad, matey. How are you?
Yeah, I'm getting there. Thanks.
Good. Nice to see you back, by the way. And,
thank you so much. Thank you so much for the kind messages as well.
Yeah, absolutely. No problem. By the way...
That's a very clean white shirt. Do you use Daz? Nice.
Well, I mean... That's as white as a t-shirt comes, I think.
It? Oh.
How are you enjoying the good vibe around the club at the moment, Pete?
It's absolutely beautiful to be a Toon fan right now. It certainly is. It's just so amazing. The run we're on is just wow.
It is incredible, isn't it? I mean, we haven't seen a run like this for quite some time. Things are going great.
It's back again.
What is? Why does the ice cream van come round every time you're on here, Peter? It's bizarre.
We all know what the ice cream man's round for.
Yeah. You didn't get that shirt off Paul Gallant, by the way, Peter. Did you? No. Okay. Anyway, we have a guest as well. Would you believe Francisco? There he is, the man we haven't seen for Blue Moons.
I'm going to try. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
I can't hear you guys. I'm going to try to reload again. I can't hear you.
Okay. Do you know what it is? Anyway, Peter Garthwaite with the super chat says, finally looks like Mitchell is doing his job and starting to get the deadwood out of the club. However, Miggy is just the start. plenty more to go at. Yeah, it looks like Miggy's on his way, Pete, but it's not. It's a strange feeling because the club have said that they probably won't replace him in this window. Do you believe that?
Charlie, you've got to, because we'll be a right wing. Sure, what if Murphy got injured? We'll be knackered down that side. So we've got to get someone, Charlie. If we don't, then
100%.
What could happen?
And how are you feeling about the game tomorrow?
It's going to be a bit harder, but I'm confident we'll keep this win going. I mean, who wants to face us right now the way we're playing?
I don't think anybody wants to, Pete, to be honest.
No one does.
And I think that, the injuries that Bournemouth have will cause them a problem tomorrow, because it's all right them doing well against other teams, but they haven't met the Lions' roar that is Newcastle United right now.
No, they haven't yet. They certainly haven't.
Right, well, we've got plenty of people coming on, Peter. Have you got your show tonight?
I do indeed.
So join Peter straight after this on his channel, PD Proudlock, for his football show. What's your prediction for tomorrow, Pete?
I think we'll win 3-1 tomorrow.
Yeah. Nice one. Nice. Thank you for coming on, buddy.
See you later, guys.
Good night, dude. So there was Peter. Now, Ginger Plum is a new member of the channel as well. I don't know where your mind actually goes on a Friday, Sam. I have
exactly
to say,
where you thought it was going to go.
What
else are you meant to think?
Well,
thinking that.
But no, I'm not even going there. I'm not even going to say what I was going to say.
Think of it. I'm just saying it. Anyway,
I think it's a very entertaining and mature name, simply because he's a member of the channel. So there you have it. Anyway, let's bring on our resident Shea Given sound-alike. Colby, good evening.
What's happening?
How we? Oh God! Listen to that. Hi, Colby. Right. What's your beef tonight? Actually, Colby, I think you owe Newcastle United an apology, don't you? Because if I recall, last time we did Fan Forum, you predicted us to lose. And before.
Yeah, I think it did. But to be honest, I keep predicting the losses and we keep winning, so I'm probably going to keep doing it.
So it's now become a superstition, has it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there is one thing I would like to talk about.
Yeah, fine.
Lloyd Kelly. So we got a bid for Fenerbahce for what, like 11 million or something. And he's like, let's be honest, he's like 5th choice centre back. Why are we turning that down? Like, honestly, I just don't get it.
I don't understand that one, Sam. It's a bit weird considering how much we paid for him, which was nothing. And even if we get,
he was on the look.
It's a strange one, Sam.
I totally agree with Colby on this one. I am not getting the logic in keeping him. I think he's had opportunities, be it not a great deal of minutes, but hasn't shone with the time that he's had. We got him on a free. That is pure profit in the kitty that can go towards the positions that we really, really need. So I'm totally with Colby on this one.
For example, I heard Eddie Howe say in the press conference that he's part of the plans. For me, he's so far out of the plans for me. I would personally drive him to Turkey.
Yeah.
Well, let's be fair. He said that about Miggy as well, didn't he? He said that Miggy's he's an important part of the squad.
I just don't get it.
And if Eddie is telling the truth, I will eat my own feces. Right? There is no way that he sees Miggy as an important member of the squad. I'm sorry, but I can understand what he's saying about wanting to keep the squad dynamics together. He doesn't want to break that up, but at the same time, football is always moving forward. You've got to improve on the players you've already got. But listen, I think if Miggy goes back to Atlanta, I think it's a great move for him. I really do. I think it's great for him to go back. He's still adored there. That was proved when we did when we went over there in the friendly. They love him, and I think it will be a great move for him. And I'd wish him all the best. I just don't think he's good enough anymore.
No, he's nowhere near.
Yeah. Jilly says, "Oh my God, listen to his voice." Jesus Christ. Zayf Infinity says, "Lady Sam flirting with Colby." No, it's just a Friday night.
You should see me flirting. It's ridiculous.
Yvonne says, "Why does TTR Friday always, or Friday TTR always fall into an X-rated Toon Fest? before 8 p.m. Well, that's because
it's class bants. That's why.
Class bants, and Sam is in the house. So there you go. Speaking of another Sam, Chippers.
Hello.
Yes, you were singing away to yourself there, mate. I don't know what you were bobbing your head for, but I don't ever want to see that image again. Actually, Chippers, it didn't look right at all. What you were doing there.
I don't think I want to see you eating feces, do I?
Well, no, but that's why I don't think Eddie was telling the truth in his press conference.
No, he wasn't.
Anyway, what would you like to say, mate?
Well, there's nothing bad to say, which is rare because the last time I was on, I think, was after the Brentford game. And
I did want to sort of, get a pair of scissors and do nasty things to myself after you came on, Chip. Honestly, the last couple of times, you and that bloody Irish person who's on the other line, Corby, bloody doctors of doom.
Well, to be fair, at the time, we'd just gone 6 games without winning. I think everybody was a bit, shit. Balls have dropped and things weren't looking too good, but it's amazing what happens when you play your best team and players in the right position, though, right? That's all I would say on the thing. That's what we're doing, and I just, it's things are looking good at the moment, and we've just got to enjoy it because we know that we could easily be defeat away from another meltdown on social. Well, I don't have social media, but for people that have a meltdown over, I think tomorrow will be a tough game, but I think we can beat them. And listen, they're going to be no different to the teams we've played, but we've won at Old Trafford, we've won at Tottenham, we've won at the Emirates in the recent weeks, so why can't we beat Bournemouth at home?
Yeah, absolutely. Francisco, can you hear us? Earth to Francisco.
I can hear you now, definitely.
There he is.
Hey.
Buenas noches, Pablo. Buenas noches, Samantha. Buenas noches, Chipper.
How are you, my brother from another mother?
I am doing okay. I can't complain. A lot of work, so that's the reason I haven't been able to join you guys. Missed you a lot. Missed participating.
We miss you, man. We miss you. We know you're always there in spirit, mate. We know you're there in spirit.
I am. First of all, Paul and Sam, always a massive, massive, massive congratulations on the work that you do.
Thank you, bud.
What you've done, having been with you, not since the beginning, but almost there when we started taking off and seeing the growth and what you've achieved and the support from everyone, Chip, as you included, because you've been one of the guys that's been there all the time, and everyone in the chat. So for that, a massive congratulations. Keep up the good work. And a massive hug and best of wishes to Billy and Stato as well. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, mate. Very, very kind. Now, always. Newcastle United, buddy. What do you? It's kind of taken off.
It is, but as I wrote to you yesterday, I think, in one of the shows, I am worried. I am worried because we have a very tough schedule of about 7 to 8 games in less than 30 days.
Yeah,
almost playing one every 3 days. Mm-hmm. And although I am in favor of maybe not buying someone during this window, but we definitely need at least a loan to cope with this. Yeah. We're going to go, those up to February 26th, if I'm not mistaken, which is the last game with Liverpool, if I'm not mistaken, that could define what we win, where we are in the table, and what investments we're going to be able to make in the summer, plus who stays and who goes from our top players. It's a reality, and we have to be mindful of that. We're on a great run. I hope it continues. I hope we get to where we need to get. But factor in that aside from those games that I just mentioned, if and when we win the second leg of the semifinals, that's another game probably in that window, and a final.
Yeah,
and the 2 last games basically could be season defining for 3 teams. We're saying that on those last 2 dates of that run that I mentioned, we're playing Forest and we're playing Liverpool.
Yeah.
Anything can happen in that time. And I don't think...
Domestic treble, Francisco.
Yes.
It's on. It's right on.
No matter what everybody says, it is a possibility. It is a real possibility.
As it stands,
as it stands. But if we don't have the coverage in the squad that's going to be a problem. One last thing I wanted to mention, Paul, I wanted to take advantage of this because I've been holding this in for a long time, and it's concerning Wilson.
Okay. Oh,
I agree.
I am what I am going to say is going to sound harsh, and this is, I want to clarify, this is my opinion, opinion alone.
Yeah, that's fine, Mary. Go
I
ahead.
do not like his attitude. I do not like the way he's behaved since about this time last year. If everybody remembers, last time this year is where we were going through the roughest patch of injuries. And if reports are true that he was pissed or upset that he wasn't allowed to go to Atletico during that window, when he knew we didn't have any cover and we needed him, I'm sorry, after the backing he's had from the team, after the loyalty Howe has shown to him, maybe over loyalty, that's a horrendous attitude. And I honestly do not want that man anywhere near our squad. I'm sorry.
No,
attitude-wise, I don't deny his ability. That's completely different from the subject. But we have built a squad of unity. We have built a squad of players. And when we mention what's the difference between us and many other teams, is that we don't recruit players. We recruit team players. That's the biggest difference. Because you could argue Arsenal, Liverpool, City have better players overall than we have, but they don't have team players like we have. We have a team, not a squad of individual players. And this person has behaved as an individual player for a very long time now.
Well, listen, hey, I think everybody's
spoken.
The Emperor has spoken. Indeed. I think that's very agreeable. I've had my say on Callum Wilson. I think he'd be gone in the summer anyway, to be honest.
He's a weird thing. He's stealing a living.
He is at the minute, absolutely. But I mean, it's not his fault. His body's shutting down. But you know, he's not a Premier League. He's not up to the speed, the physicality of Premier League now. It's clearly a factor. Anyway, friends.
Sorry, can I get one more thing out?
Absolutely,
Paul, very quickly.
Of course you can.
And it comes in the heels of that. Last year, I remember we were all complaining, and obviously so because of what we were going through, of the lack of use of Hall in the squad. And we've seen what Eddie did and what he has become. I say this so that people can remember that when judging Osula. Yes, we might need him, but Eddie takes his time developing people. We haven't seen what he can turn into. Okay, so let's hold judgment on him until we see what Eddie does, because I fully trust in his ability to get the best out of players and know when to bring them in and when it's the proper time to actually unleash them, as one would say. Yeah.
Well, you made your point very, very, very forcefully there, Francisco. And so nice one, buddy. What's your prediction for tomorrow?
2-1 to us. And the reason I say this is if you watch them play against Chelsea, they are capable. They might be hit with injuries, but they're not giving up. Again, attitude. They have the proper attitude while playing. We cannot underestimate them. All next 3-4 games are very winnable, but we cannot be complacent. So I go for a 2-1 with them scoring after we score the 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Well, thanks for coming on, Francisco. It is great to see you, brother. And you keep well and safe out there. And keep in touch, buddy.
It's been a pleasure, guys. You take care and keep on busting, okay?
All right. Take care, buddy. See you soon.
Bye, guys.
Chippers, what's your prediction?
I'm going to say a 3-1 because I think, you know what, if they come out, well, we're just going to get them on the break and we can just rip them to pieces if they do. If they come at us, we'll just rip them to bits with a pace up front. It's as simple as that. Yeah. I'm going to say a 3-1.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, well, thanks for coming on, buddy, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon. Good night, all. Enjoy your weekend.
Good night. Colby, what's your prediction, mate?
I'm going to say 3-1 Newcastle.
Nice one. Right, we'll speak to you next time, bud.
Yeah, fuck my target.
Jeez, great. He's always going to get a chirp in at the end, hasn't he? Right, we're going to do another prize draw. Guys, Listen, people are coming on the fan forum to have their say on Newcastle United. I will not accept people going in the chat and having a dig or abusing anybody, right? Grow the fuck up and stop being stupid, guys. You know, if you've got a point to make, put it across as an adult, not a 2-year-old child, okay? I'm not having it. But there you go. I mean, obviously, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but just be an adult, man. For God's sake. Anyway, the next prize to give away is this book, Jackie Milburn, A Man of Two Halves. This is a fantastic read. And again, a big opportunity for our members to win this prize. The hashtag for this is simply War Jackie, and that is WORJACKIE, all lowercase. Hashtag War Jackie. All the members put that in the chat, guys. And you will be entered, but you must be a member. Right, let's bring some more guests on. We've got Bill.
Hi, guys.
And we've got Bald Geordie. Oh, my God, he's disappeared. Oh, he's frozen. Oh,
no.
Yeah, but that's not it's a black screen for the viewers, but I can see his frozen screen, which is terrifying. But there you go. Paul Taylor's with us as well. And we've got Ash on the line as well.
Hiya, Paul.
Right.
Hey, Ash.
Bill.
Hello, Paul. How you doing?
How are you doing?
Yeah, really, really good. Couple of quick points, if I can, just before
Absolutely.
I start to my main point. Sam, you were saying about Bournemouth have got players. Good God, is that a glass? I hope you took the goldfish out of that before.
It's not a glass. It's half a 10-pin bowling ball.
Don't do things by half.
Ball.
I might get thirsty during the show. Carry on.
You were saying about Bournemouth have got players who are going to be wanting to come into the team and impress. And I've got to be honest, I'm not scared about that because we had players against Bromley given a chance to impress. And in my opinion, I don't get to see the match. I'm going to say this straight out because I don't get to see what's happening. I only get to listen to you, Paul, and Billy telling me what's happening. And from what you were saying, Eddie should have hooked both Barnes and Longstaff before half-time just to put a message out that they weren't good enough, going by what you were saying. So I'm not worried about their second string because I saw what ours did. They had a chance to impress and didn't.
Second string's a bit harsh.
Okay, sorry, yeah, second string is harsh. I just didn't think of a quicker way to say it.
What, like Bournemouth, they've still got like a really good team.
Yeah, they've got some.
The only place they're really weak is Gordon and Hall could really have a field day because Hill's out injured and they've got to play Lewis Kirk at fullback.
Yeah, all I meant by it, and yes, you're right, it was harsh. All I meant was the players coming in to get a chance, players who don't normally play. I didn't mean the rest of the team, and I do apologise for that.
Mark Toon, have you got a problem with me or something? Because I'm sick of the garbage you're putting in the chat at the minute. If you remember for 4 months and I didn't read shit, then go and cry somewhere else, pal. Jesus Christ. Do you think, though, that gives more impetus to Bournemouth, Bill? Because obviously, you know, they're going to come up tomorrow and they've just had a really good result at Stamford Bridge. Probably disappointed that they didn't actually win the game, conceding the late goal. But you know what? They've got nothing to lose, have they?
Yeah, the match.
Oh, what an answer!
Why do I? Why?
That's what they've got to lose. 3 points.
Yeah. You know what I meant, you twat.
I do know what you mean.
Yes.
And yes, I am a twat. I own that description.
Yes.
No,
yes,
I don't think it is that case. Teams are becoming very scared to come to St James's again, and long may that continue. And if we get a new stadium, may it continue there as well. But teams are getting scared to come to us. I'm hoping they're going to come with the attitude of, well, they never beat us anyway, so we're going to go up there and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And we come out the gates like a bullet from a gun and absolutely knock them on the heels. I was going to say arses, but I didn't want to upset Sam.
Yes, I'm fragile like that.
I can see that, Sam.
yeah. Ash, how are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, Paul. I've got something to say about Lloyd Kelly.
Okay.
That is not bad. I think that we should reject that offer. Like,
really?
Bournemouth valued him at 15 to 20 million when we wanted to buy him.
Yeah.
Now he's got a bigger contract with us, so he's worth more than that 15 to 20 million.
Yeah.
Like, we shouldn't lowball a player just because we got him for free.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, I can understand. I can understand them turning it down. Maybe if they want to keep him for squad depth, but they keep banging on about PSR. And the fact is, if they keep banging on about PSR, we've paid nothing for this player. And the fact that he's got a huge, well, if you believe what you read, he's got a massive wage at Newcastle, which would also come off the books. So I don't quite understand why we're not selling him.
I think the PSR thing is being overblown by our club on purpose, and we're going to make some moves late January.
I hope you're right. Good evening, Paul.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
how are you and your disco ball doing? The Northern Lights are flashing again, I see.
I'm chilling. I'm proud to be a Newcastle fan at the minute. And up the tune.
Yes.
Yeah, it is it's nice of you to be able to afford it and actually fit into the bastard things. Anyway, what do you want to say, Paul? How? I mean, you're proud to be a Newcastle fan. It's going very well at the minute. Do you think it'll continue tomorrow?
Yeah, and I'm going for a big, massive 4-0 win. I'm 4-0. I'm pretty confident, Paul. I don't care who we get. I don't care, mate. Just smash them. Just smash them. And I want to talk about what's her name? Karen Brady is her name or whatever her name.
Oh, Karen Carney.
Yeah. I can't believe she said that. Like,
well, it tells me that she's watched none of Newcastle United's games. She just comes out with a load of absolute Johnny bollocks, if you ask me, is what she comes out with.
That's what I'm going to say. Yeah, bollocks.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got plenty of people coming on, guys, so we must rush through them. Bill, what's your prediction for tomorrow?
I'm going one more. I'm going 5-0.
5-0. Bloody hell.
Oh, wow.
I'm really confident. But I know you've got loads of people coming on. I'll be really, really quick, I promise.
Yeah, no problem. Go on.
I need to apologise. I am now Eddie in. I am happy to be Eddie in. He has proven me wrong completely. And I couldn't be happier to say that. I think we're not intensity is our identity anymore. I think we're mentality is our identity. Because when we got the mindset, then the pressing comes. So I think Eddie's had his Fergie moment. Because I thought he was 3 games away from being sacked. I genuinely did. But it didn't happen. We won those games. We've done absolutely brilliant. Hold my hands up. Eddie, you know a damn sight more than I do. And I'm happy to apologise. Eddie in!
Get in! Yes. Right, we'll see you next time, Bill. Thanks for coming on, bud. Take care. Good night. Right, Paul, what's your prediction?
4-0.
4-0. I'll go with that. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Cheers.
Ash.
Okay, so I'll see the score, but then I've got one more thing to say. I think it'll be a close match. I think it'll be 2-1.
2-1?
Yeah, to us. Yeah,
that's all right. Then, as long as it's to us, I'm happy with that.
It's about what you said about the pundits earlier, and the
go on.
Why aren't they going to people like Alice who are clearly knowledgeable in the game rather than these ex-pros?
Look, the thing is, us YouTubers in general who run these channels. We get seen as for some reason the enemy with a lot of football clubs, a lot of pundits. That we as fans, just because we haven't, or all of us haven't played the game, they see it as, why should they have a voice? Why should we say anything? We're fans. We've seen more football than these pundits probably have, right? Especially when it comes to Newcastle United, we know what we're talking about, and it grates on me a little bit because it doesn't matter what you think. YouTube is the new media. It is. People watch YouTube more than they watch normal TV now. Quite frankly, it's a place where all fans can come together, and talk about the football club, talk about what we've seen on the pitch, and give our opinions. And the pundits can't deal with that because they feel like they're threatened by us. That's the reason. Yeah. That's the reason. They feel threatened. They're not threatened, but they feel threatened, and it's pathetic. But they don't like it because this is the new media outlet. This is where people start panicking now if you're a pundit or you're a journalist, because we get to have a say now. We get to have a say across the world, and they don't like it. They hate it.
Well, I think Sam does a great job on the Lasses show.
Thank you.
And I think Alice does a great job on football as well. So I think this is where they need to go, rather than ex-professionals who don't really have a clue and don't even do homework.
Yeah. Absolutely. Listen, not everybody on YouTube talks sense or is good at what they do, but they try. And the fact of the matter is, it boils down to the fact that people will rather watch YouTube now, listen to fan channels, and actually, engage with their own fans rather than not having that outlet anymore. And it's just they feel threatened, and that's all it is.
But great job, you two, anyway.
Thank you, matey. Thank you. We'll speak to you soon, Ash.
And all the best to Bill.
I'll pass that on, mate. I'm sure he's watching tonight. I'm sure he's watching. So thank you, mate. Take care. Good night.
Bye.
So there you go. Right, we'll do the draw, and then we'll bring a few more on. I have closed it now. So we've got Lawrence, John, Ball, Geordie, Archie, Mr. Spoons, and Emma. So we've got those waiting to come on. Let's do the draw. So let me just share this screen again. It was #War Jackie, of course. So here we go. Let's see who's the winner of the book. And it is Darren Deck Jonesy. Darren Deck Jonesy, get in the chat, matey, and let me know you've seen you're a winner. Oh, it's painful music. Please hurry up. Oh, we're looking for Darren Deck Jonesy. Come on, Darren. Come on, Darren. He's still not there, Sam. He's still not there.
Come on. It's done. Done.
Oh.
Nah.
Oh.
Empress says no. Go.
The Empress says no.
Empress says no.
Yeah. Oh, he's there. He's there. We'll give him it. He's there. Because it was only half the music, wasn't it? Because it ran on from last time. So we'll give him it. Darren, drop us an email, matey. It's down in the description. contact.thetoonreview@gmail.com. And of course, make sure that you put in the subject, Jackie Milburn book, and then the main email, your address, and we'll get that one rocketed off to you. So well done, Darren. Right, I want to set another... I said we'd do 3, didn't I? Just give me a second.
I'm going to have another drink while you're... Honestly, Paul, you're making me eye twitch. Can you stop or be more prepared and professional in future?
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll give another Sir Bobby one away because everybody loves Sir Bobby, don't we? So there you go.
Did you hear any of that, Paul?
Yes, I did, you cheeky bitch. Anyway, swiftly moving on. Right. Okay. So hashtag Sir Bobby. Members, get in the chat. Hashtag Sir Bobby, and you have a chance of winning. Let's bring Emma on. Oh, are you there, Emma? Oh, that's it. Whoa, that was a bit freaky. Just sort of. I don't know what happened there.
I was going to type in the comments hashtag Sir Bobby, but you called me on, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll take you off and put it in.
No, fine.
Are you sure? Anyway, you've just won a prize. What are you talking about? Get off. Anyway, right, Ball Geordie's with us as well. So is John. Right, guys, we're going to go through these a bit quickly because obviously we're over the hour now and it's Friday night. People want a beverage. Emma, what would you like to say?
I would just like to say I did a comment a couple of weeks ago on Tino saying that it was absolutely shocking.
Yes.
The way he played against Wolves, he's gone up in my estimation.
Yeah, he's certainly improved his game, hasn't he? He's definitely improved.
The other thing I want to say, if Eddie does rest Joe, I do not want to see Longstaff on. I hate him. I don't like him. He can stay at home for me. That's all I'm saying on him.
I mean,
strong words, Emma. Strong words.
Yeah. Is there anybody actually out there who does want Sean to come in?
There was a couple people on last night's stream that it was either last night or a couple of nights ago saying that they wanted Longstaff on.
Yeah.
Nah.
We got a super chat in from Chris Richards. Thank you, Chris. Your first ever super chat on the channel. Thank you very much, buddy. John, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Of course. So you're finally going to meet Sam tomorrow. God help you. That's an experience you probably will never forget, because by the time you meet her, she's probably going to be ragingly drunk. So I feel for you. What would you like to say, John?
I've enjoyed my time here and seen an amazing streak of games. Wanting to finish it off with a good one tomorrow. I only saw one. The West Ham game was just the first one I saw, which was disappointing. But one thing, I think every team we meet now is going to be the one that wants to finish our winning streak.
Mm.
Yeah,
so that's going to give them a bit more motivation. So we just have to, have the motivation. Hopefully, get a quick start that we didn't get against Wolves.
Mm.
We seemed a bit slow to start against Wolves for some reason.
Yeah. Bald, good evening.
Hello. Get on.
Did you get your prize?
Not yet. I'm expecting it. It will arrive. I'm just a bit further south than you are.
Yeah, it was sent. They were all sent at the same time, so we'll probably get there tomorrow. But listen.
Oh, we are, mate. No, I'm not worried about that at all.
I got a very strange look at the post office when I put yours through, because obviously I didn't have your name, so I just put Bald Geordie and then the address, and she kind of looked at me. Yeah.
Where I live, you see, they all know who I am. Because I'm the only Bald and the only Geordie, so there you go.
Yeah, who lives in the freakiest house in the world.
I will see it. By the way, I just thought I'd point out Annabelle.
Oh, good God.
Oh, she's cute. She's cute.
Yeah. eBay. I'm not going to promote her, but this woman really makes these things. Anyway, absolutely, what a time to be a Geordie. This has been an absolute month of fantasy for all of us. It's been brilliant.
Certainly has.
And I even bought some new clobber to go with it for my breakdancing career.
Wow.
But no, honestly, it's been absolutely brilliant. And do you know what? I'm not going to keep you because I know I'll go on for a bit, but I'm going to say 6-1.
6-1? Bloody
yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Well, that's fab. Right, thanks for coming on, matey. Get yourself on next week. We'll have a bit longer.
I love your shirt.
There he goes. Emma, what's your prediction?
I'm doing what I said last night, 3-0. I think we can easily beat them 3-0.
3-0. That's what I've gone for as well.
And I'm wearing my lucky Tonelli top as well, so...
Good. You got your prize, didn't you?
I did. I'm absolutely over the moon with it. I
Good.
spotted Bruno's signature and now my wrong signature, but I couldn't tell any of the others.
Nice one. Right, take care. We'll speak to you soon, Emma.
Thank you. Bye.
Good night. Come on then, John. Give us your score.
I'll go for 3-0 again. I predicted 3-0 for the last game and I got it right. So.
Well, there you go.
Either 3 or any more than 3 is good too.
Exactly. Right. You take care. And
can I ask you a quick question?
Absolutely, yeah.
The listeners can put it in the chat. But what sort of price did the finals tickets go for last time? I mean, how are they allocated? It's mostly season ticket holders?
I think it depends on your mode of how you got them, my friend.
Yes, some people get them on the lowdown and things like that. But I think it goes on how many games you attended in the cup this time. That's how they did it last time as well. If you purchased the cup tickets, you got first choice and season ticket holders, etc. So God knows how they'll do it this way. But whichever way they do it, there'll be a kickoff. Somebody won't be happy about it, but it's just the way they do it. But we'll see what happens, John. We've got to get there first, mate.
Yeah. Just one comment. A lot of the people around me in the last game, Leesers, have all been booking their accommodation in London. Heaps of them around me. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody starts early. But listen, let's get there. Right, enjoy your day tomorrow and enjoy meeting Sam, John. God help you.
See you tomorrow, John.
See you later. Right, our final three guests. We got Lawrence, we got Archie, and we got Spoons.
Way.
Lawrence, we'll start with you. What would you like to say, bud?
I just brilliant turnaround recently. I mean, it's only a month ago we were stuck in the bottom half and up the fourth now. I mean, potentially chance of. I mean, got to the point where Shearer's talked about we're being title contenders. I mean, I don't think we are, but
hey, never say never. Never say never, mate. We're doing really well at the minute.
I mean, I'd say we could be third at the weekend, but you'd expect Forest to comfortably beat Southampton on Sunday. But yeah, in terms of tomorrow's game, I don't think it'll be as easy as I think it'll be a lot tougher than Wednesday night. I mean, Bournemouth, we know how well they're doing this year. We're reckoned against them since they came up. Hasn't been very good, but I am confident we can get the win. I mean, we're reckoned at lunchtime games. 30 games have been better lately. I mean, I'm a bit more nervous if we play at lunchtime because we'll get beat like Forest last year. Like, I just couldn't watch another game for the rest of that match week when we lost to Forest in the early game. But if we win, then you can just enjoy the games, even if results are going in your favour.
Yeah, good point. What's your prediction, then, mate?
2-1 Newcastle.
Great stuff. Right, thanks for coming on, bud.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, thanks for that Turgid photo because that's come through today.
Yeah, I've seen that on Facebook group, matey. Thank you very much. Well done.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, good night.
See you, mate.
Lawrence was one of our Christmas winners. Archie, what would you like to say?
You're right. It's been a while. Hi.
You're right.
Yeah. I've been to pretty much all the home games over December and current January. So I'm getting pretty used to going to matches now. But I just wanted to say quickly before you guys doing your review of the Wolves game. I'll be honest. I wasn't that disappointed in the result. I didn't the performance. I mean, you said that we looked a bit sort of tired and a bit leggy, and I would agree with that when it comes to Joe Linton because I thought Joe Linton looked really off it, like being actually looking at him. But I thought everyone was, working well, and I thought it was quite smooth flowing, and I really liked the performances, and I thought we definitely deserved the 3-0.
Oh, absolutely, we deserved to win. But my point was, I think had Wolves had better finishing, I think it could have been a bit closer than it was. But we missed some chances as well. It could have been one of them games where it was like 6-3 or something. But I mean, look, we won 3-0. Nobody can complain about that at the end of the day.
I did think that the handball, though, for Wolves was a bit unlucky.
I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I think it was a clear handball. Should have been disallowed, and rightly so.
But I'm bloody excited to go to the Bournemouth game tomorrow.
Yeah.
12:30 kickoff. And I suspect another 3-0 because there's no reason why we can't win it. We're just so good. And even when, as you said, even when we're looking leggy, even if we're looking, not quite at our peak, we're still banging out results and improving that that goal difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm pretty confident, and I'll be screaming my lungs off tomorrow.
Nice one, matey. So you're going 3-0 as well, yeah?
Yep.
Spot on. Thanks for coming on, Archie. Enjoy the game.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
You too, matey. Good night.
Bye.
Ian!
Save the best till the last, eh?
Oh, you're doing me old mucker.
Where's your head?
I've just missed you. You like that, do you?
I mean, I'm due a cut. I'm going practically bald. Susan bought me this thing for Christmas, which just I brush over and my hair's gone. It's disappeared, and it's literally
one of them you can use in the shower. It's like
it's fantastic, mate. You just roll it around your head, and it just comes off, and it's so much easier.
I paid 25 quid for this, like.
Well,
listen. Yeah, 25.
Wow.
They did my beard as well, Sam.
Okay, that's fine.
You should go as well. Get yours done.
Looking all right, aren't I?
Ouch!
I'm only joking. I've just missed you, Sam. I've not been on for that long.
know.
I thought, come on and
I
give
love
you
it. You know I love the bands.
I love you, man.
How are you feeling ahead of the game then, Ian?
So, yeah, I'm actually a little bit more... I think we're going to win, but I think it's always an hard game for us.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
They're like Eddie's... It's hard. It's just... It's always Eddie's sort of Achilles heel for me.
Yeah.
But I do think we're going to win. I agree with the review of... I thought we looked like leggy in the 3-0 win. I really did. And with good right as well, because I'm not being funny. Like, we have just gone through the last sort of month and a bit is probably the best month of football results anyway that I've seen for a long, long time. Probably since the Entertainers, I would reckon. You know what I mean? So the lads have proper put a shift in, all of them. Earlier in the season, I was complaining, saying, they're not turning up. They turn up. They're only turning up. I was getting really peed off with a few players. Yeah. They were only turning up in the big games and then just thinking they were going to walk over other teams. And,
there was a lot of frustration, wasn't there?
Yeah, and it started peeing me off, but I think there was a really good interview, which obviously I know you've talked about, where Anthony Gordon came out and said there was a lot of home truths told, and Eddie, obviously, he's a very calculated manager and he's a gentleman, but I think he pulled the pants down and give him a bare bum smack if it's if you want to put it that way. And I think they all probably had a bit of a fight together, and Dan Burn won, and then they've all had
a big hug at the end. Lovely.
Yeah, exactly. No, but I think they've really pulled the socks up, pulled together, worked for each other. Yeah. I think we should also say that for me, Dan Burn, I'm trying not to swear here. I'm on the zeros, by the way. I'm on dry January. Got a little bit moist on Wednesday, I've got to admit. But,
moist Wednesday.
Yeah. It was more. It was not like that, man.
I'll never want to hear those words again. Oh my God.
It was Derek's birthday, Emily's dad's birthday, so I was allowed a couple of beers. But I'm on Heineken Zeros. So
nice.
so that's why I'm not swearing or being a muppet. So but no, it's I think they've all pulled together as a team. Botman coming back for me, although he was a little bit rusty in the first game.
Yeah,
I think that has had a big impact for me. He quietly goes about his job like the Rolls Royce is back. He's
immense. He's
speaks
immense.
To his quality like he that. Is. Yeah. He had a. I mean, we say he had a rocky start. You would compare that to somebody's season if they came back from that type of injury. We're talking about a rocky start, the first 15, 20 minutes in his first match.
Yeah, quality. Literally, he misplaced a couple of passes, and he did, and he did lose his man for the goal. But away man. Like you say, he's just got a career-ending injury, or effectively it could have been. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
ACL's nothing to forget about quickly. So I wanted to say that Dan Burn, what a rocky he's been.
Yeah,
all of them have pulled together, playing really well. But the major thing is they've stuck Sandro in that number 6 position. What? I said I did. I'm not claiming it, but I did say from the start. So I think Sandro should play in that 6.
Yeah,
he's put him there and flipping it. He is quality. Bruno is excelling further forward. He's got a free license. He don't get as many touches, but a lot of Bruno's touches were not as progressive, if you want to see that as Sandro's. But then Bruno pushed forward. Awesome. Lewis Miley's back, and I think Miley for me is above Willock and he's above Sean for me.
Yeah, I'd agree.
He's different class. He's bulked up as well. I wouldn't want to have an arm wrestle with him. You know what I mean?
No, he's done really well when he's been injured. What's your prediction for tomorrow, then, Ian?
Sorry, mate. Yeah, so I'm going to go 2-1, but I hope it's not, because my arse will be twitching if it is. But I'm going to go 2-1.
Well, hopefully not. Hopefully we blow them away. But listen, mate, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming on.
I'll see you soon at the match. And
absolutely.
Love you.
All right, you take care, mate. Good night.
You too. Bye.
Nice to see you.
Top man. Yeah, top man, Ian. Right, let's do the draw. But first of all, a message from Alexander, our lad, who's been a member for 10 months. Hey, guys, just got out of work. I'm a bit leggy. I wanted to come on. I wanted to give the aspect of the medicals going on as far as the process. Well, get yourself on next week, matey. Finish work early. Tell them you've got something to do. Yeah. There's always that. Right. Okay. Let's do the draw, shall we? For the Bobby Robson photograph. Here we go.
I feel like we need a drum roll.
I know. Well, yeah, a definite drum roll. Okay. The winner is Debs 3112. Debs, get in the chat. Let me know you've won. The music has started. Debs 3112. Come on, let me know you've won, Debs. Is she there, Sam? Is she going to be there?
I don't think so. I think we're going to have to endure this music.
Oh, she's there. Debs is there. Hey! Well done, Debs. Well done. Absolutely. Debs is a winner. Debs, send us an email, please. contact.thetoonreview@gmail.com. In the subject, put Bobby Robson photo and the main email, your address, please, and we will smash that out to you. So thank you very much, Debs. We will have more giveaways very soon. Lots to come on, of course, deadline day as well when we do our charity stream. We are aiming to hit £5,000 raised. We just missed it by a tad in the summer window deadline day stream. We are hoping to hit it this time around. But listen, thank you, everybody. Thank you for taking part in the forum. Thank you for entering the competitions. Thank you for being members, subscribers. Thank you so much. Don't forget to leave a like. And of course, if you are new and like what you see, hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload or a live show. Thank you to Mamaroo Records, of course, for sponsoring the channel. Please make sure that you, if you can't get into Whitley Bay, check them out online. There is pinned at the top of the description. Alexander says, I was working at the game, then came back to work. Then I had 3 hours off, then for 12 hours on, and now 8 hours off. Bloody hell, that's confusing me on a Friday night. Hard working. But thank you for your memberships and super chats, guys. Really do appreciate it. And of course, thank you to the mods and Lady Sam. We will be back tomorrow for Match Day Live. That starts at noon with match build-up and team news. See how you feel ahead of the game. And then, of course, live commentary with me and Billy Bob from 12:30. So don't forget to catch the show starting at 12. If you're going to the match, have a great time, guys. If not, tune into us at midday. But until then, Lady Sam, have a good one tomorrow and enjoy the game. Hopefully get 3 points. And we will see you all for Match Day Live tomorrow. Good night.
How are the lads and lasses?
Come back and check out some green.